a lot of people are getting like
I got my cipher. YouTube, what's goody? It's your man's WeaponizedEX back again with another video and another installment of the EX Ninja Handbook. But the goal is to get you nice on the sticks. So if you're already clicking on this video, you already know how important movement is in this game. It's very essential. Slide cancel, jump shot, B-hop, or halo jump, whatever you want to call it. Very essential like mechanics for you to be able to play Call of Duty in the modern era. So I'm just going to kind of give you guys like a quick refresher if you already know, or just an introduction to it if you're new, and just a little bit of some specifics on how it pertains to this Call of Duty in particular. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you can go out and buy Call of Duty today, but I promise you guys the game is sold separately. Let's get it. Alright gamers, so we're going to start off with the slide cancel. This is definitely going to be like your bread and butter move in this game. And just in Call of Duty in general now. Slide cancel I feel like is especially viable on the Modern Warfare engine. That's the game that this game is built on. It's built on the Modern Warfare engine, and it's just a super like fundamental move that you're gonna need. So we're gonna go into it. You want to start off with a sprint, and essentially you just slide, jump. Now for me, I've got a scuff. I've got like a bandage too, so my slide and jump is mapped to the bottom of my controller. So you're gonna hear some clicking, and me just clicking the paddles. But you start off with a sprint, you literally just slide, jump. That's basically it. There's two different slide cancels you can do in this game. So there's a run, you can slide, jump, and then there's also one where you can run, you can slide, zoom in, or rather ADS, and then jump, and it'll take you right into your next stance. So slide, aim, jump, or you can even slide again. I guess that's like a third way to do it. You slide, aim in, jump, slide, aim in, jump. And so now what this looks like, if you're coming around the corner, you want to like slide, kind of center where, that's going to be a really important part too, is center where you think somebody's going to be as you're sliding around that corner. That's something you definitely want to practice. You got to chow the corner. You never want to just like kind of come walking around the corner like that, or you can jump the corner too, but the most effective for this particular game, definitely the slide cancel. You want to slide these corners. If somebody's chasing, you can even run back, juke them real quick, slide back around, slide back around. You know, give yourself a little short cancel. Well, hold on, a little short cancel there. You give them a little hop, go into another movement. And that's basically just, it's just used to kind of like give yourself a couple frames of advantage when you're challenging someone on a corner. In this particular game, I feel like it's a little bit maybe more viable than the just jumping the corner. It's definitely a lot more viable than just like walking around the corner or sprinting around the corner. You actually don't want to do that in this game. Like, pretty much you want to get yourself to the point where every corner you literally want to slide. If you think someone's around that corner, you need to slide cancel that corner and be centering on like where they're going to be, and be like zoomed in and ready for that gunfight. So you pretty much want to like slide cancel every corner and kind of just get yourself into that habit. You can even go onto a map like this where there's a lot of little corners like this, and literally just practice literally sliding every corner. And if for this game in particularly, one thing that'll help you with your slide cancels too, a lot of times you'll see people do this where they kind of like, I even did it a couple times, where they come out of their slide cancel and kind of jump coming out of it. Like, you really don't want to do that. You want to like slide cancel clean and not have that little hop on the end. So easiest way to get rid of that, there's two ways. Easiest way is to use the slide cancel where you actually zoom in and just like zoom in. So slide, zoom in, jump. That's the easiest way to keep yourself grounded when you're coming out of your slide. Also, make sure you're hitting the combination. It's kind of like a button combination. Make sure you're hitting each button once. Like, you know, if you're spamming your, you know, clicking your buttons a bunch of times, it's gonna mess up your slide cancel somewhere in there. Also, you can make sure that you're not still sprinting forward. Like, sometimes if you're still sprinting forward like a little bit when you do the slide cancel, it forces you to do that little hop at the end. But if you, once you go into that first slide, you just stop like holding your stick forward, it'll give you a cleaner slide. That's pretty much going to do it for this part. We're going to go on to the next section. But yeah, slide cancel definitely a fundamental move. You definitely want to have that in your arsenal for this kind of like modern Call of Duty era. Okay, so now for part 2, we're gonna be going over the jump shot. So jump shotting in this game, like the way I like to think of it is you kind of have like a defensive jump shot you can do. Like when you're in a gunfight, like let's say you're in a fight, you come around this corner, somebody starts shooting you here, you just turn the snap on them. Anytime you're like turning the snap on somebody and just start shooting, you can literally just jump as you're shooting them. Sometimes that'll just like throw a person's aim off. And then there's also like the B hop, which is like more offensive. So like if you're coming around the corner, you know someone's there, you kind of want to, you can jump the corner ADS, and you kind of see what I did there, like where I kind of jumped, and it kind of gives you that weird, like almost, you'll know you're doing it right when you have this feeling almost like you're a stone skipping across water. Like right when you land, you jump, you ADS, and you land that first jump. You want to hit jump right as you're hitting the ground. It gives you that kind of like skipping effect. So that's more like an offensive, the way I think of it, like jump shot. Usually you'll see people do that where they're like they'll come and they'll kind of like jump and zoom in, and just as they're kind of hitting those shots, they're just kind of skipping around a little bit. You'll also see people like, if you're, you know, running through a building, you slide, someone comes up that staircase, you can jump back and shoot them. And just as you're shooting them, jump a couple times. That's more like defensive. It's more just to throw someone's aim off slightly. Sometimes like you'll even find yourself jumping out of a headshot sometimes. Like if they're aiming around head level and you jump a little bit, you end up catching it in the chest rather than in the head, especially if you're running like armor plates or whatever. You end up catching a few extra shots and just taking a slightly longer to kill. And I mean, that's everything in this game. It's just making yourself slightly harder to kill, making yourself like just a slightly harder target, making it just take slightly longer for you to die is like huge in this game, especially like with just latency and just with the way things work. But that's pretty much it for the jump shot. And again, a big key is just making sure when you hit that first, right when you land, you kind of have to hit that jump. And when you get that little effect where you're skipping across almost the ground, that's how you know you got kind of a good jump shot there. Because when you got that little, like, you know, that little bob as you're kind of landing, and you'll notice your jumps will kind of trail off and they'll get smaller and smaller, but just that movement right there is so kind of broken in this game. I don't know what it is about that on a Modern Warfare engine. It just, you'll literally be eating shots while you're doing that. I don't know what it is. We'll probably go a little bit into that honestly on part 2. Just talk about like cameraing and like holding different angles and like how to like break someone's camera if they're holding on you. But and that's another thing in this game that's just like huge, man. Like I don't know what it is. I feel like Peekage Advantage honestly is just really strong on the Modern Warfare engine in general, and every Call of Duty, every shooter game has it. But I just feel like it's really strong for some reason on this game. So I definitely feel like it's something you want to be aware of and take advantage of, and just know how to use your movement to take advantage of stuff like that. Because you know, in gameplays you see people like this just cracked out like movement all the time. It just seems like they're kind of all over the place, but like believe me, there's a reason for it. So that's gonna do it for this. This just kind of gives you guys like an introduction to the basics of it. Definitely like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section too, like what do you guys normally go to? Like what's your favorite? Do you prefer to slide cancel corners? Do you prefer to like jump corners? Or are you one of those people like you just like the spam the like bunny hop a lot as well? Definitely let me know in the comment section if you guys enjoyed the video. I go by the name of WeaponizedEX, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.